Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. I'm sorry I didn't do a live stream on Wednesday. I got stuck at work till like 6 o'clock p.m. So, thank you all for joining. If there's anybody in there, yeah, I had to put my phone up on my camera again because it's showing that glare. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe it's my bright head. I don't know. Got a big bright head. That's all good. So, here it is, another Saturday. I've been crazy busy all week. I've been getting up at like 4 a.m. working on videos and stuff and working on the house. Hey, Robin. Good to see you, buddy. Working on the house, and working at my regular job till 6 p.m. Then coming home and working more on writing scripts and stuff like that for my videos until about 8:30 when I finally just pass out. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But I'm sorry for the lack of content lately. I have been trying to do more of that, and I'm trying to make my videos a little longer too, so it's taking a little longer to make the content. But thank you for joining me. I appreciate it, and I appreciate all of you. Hey, DR, good to see you, bud. Mike, good. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I had some problems with it at first. It wasn't working when I was doing my test. So I had to uninstall it and reinstall it again. It seems like that's going to be a weekly process. And I'm going to minimize this one. Let's see. I've been really liking the Jango videos. Thank you, DR. I appreciate that. I'm enjoying making them. It's been really fun. I'm really going crazy with it. Jodo, I haven't finished his story yet. I'm kind of jumping around between the Jango Fett, the Boba Fett, and the Jodo, and the Clan Scarada, and I'm going to bring it all together near the end when I'm completed with it. And who knows if I'll ever finish it all. It just seems like it's getting entangled. Hey, Helen, good to see you. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's all getting entangled into each other, and it's really hard to keep the story straight, but I think I'm doing all right at it. Hey, good job, DR. Congratulations. Yeah, so I'm glad everybody's liking the Jango Fett stuff. Even though it's not getting many views, the views that I am getting do count, and that really matters a lot. I'd rather have 100 views that people enjoy the content than the 10,000 views of people watching it for a minute and quitting out of it. So, yeah, it's been fun to make, and I'm glad everybody's enjoying it. All right, so who's excited for the Bad Batch coming out in just a few days? Hopefully I can do a recap or a review of the Bad Batch that evening. So it'll probably have spoilers in it, so if you're not able to watch it, please avoid my video until the next day or whenever you can watch it. Sorry, just reading you guys' comments. Yep, so also, I did get a P.O. box set up. I don't know if you guys saw that in one of my posts, but I got my P.O. box set up, so anybody wants to send a do-rag, I'll take it, and I'll wear it on video for you guys as well. Yeah, it probably would be faster to ask who wouldn't be excited. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Pretty sure everybody is. Yeah, I watched Mortal Kombat 2, DR. Actually, I'm getting off the Star Wars topic, as you always drag me off Star Wars. I liked it. I just thought some of the characters were a little shallow. They needed more Scorpion and Sub-Zero time. And less of that new guy, I forget his name, Bono or whatever his name was. Kane. Yeah, him. They needed a little less of him. Thought he was a little static, a little wooden. But the special effects were great. It stayed true to the game. The storyline stayed truer to the game than the original movie did. And I liked it. Yeah, I did like their final fight as well. Cole, that's it. Wrecker's gonna blow stuff up. Yeah, yeah, he is, Helen. It's good to see you, by the way. Thanks for joining. Yeah, you know all the names, huh? Yeah, so does Edits. Not even sure if he's in here right now or if he's gonna join. Proves the impact the character had. Yeah, I mean, he didn't have that much of an impact on me. I didn't think he was that great of a character. I liked Kung Pao or whatever his name was more. At least that's what Kano called him. Yeah, so a lot of good Star Wars coming out. Don't forget, May 4th, Bad Batch starts. And May 5th, the new Boba Fett comic comes out. So I will definitely be getting that one. Usually I like to wait until they're done with the whole series and put them in volumes. But I'm not going to wait this time. I'm going to get each individual comic because it's just going to add to what I do here. And waiting 4 or 5, 6 months for it to come out isn't going to be feasible for me. I need that information. And I'm kind of a reckless Boba Fett collector, so I need it. Crosshair is a sharpshooter, yes. He is a sniper. Hat Guy. I thought you knew all their names there, DR. It's Kung Pao. Kung Pao Chicken. That's the guy's name. Yeah, yeah, pretty much, Robin. That's what it is. Come for the gore, stay for the lore. I was around when the first Mortal Kombat game came out, and it was such a novelty. And then I watched the extra content from the Mortal Kombat movie, and they showed the original Mortal Kombat game, and I was like, "Oh my God, that's horrible! The graphics are so bad." But the gore was there. Hey, Don, good to see you. Oh, 45 minutes. Wow, you're going to get to see most of it. Good. Good. That's awesome. So after this, I have to run to Lowe's and get some more supplies to fix up my house. Um, Now we're fixing it up to the point where we might not sell. We don't know. It's coming along nicely, and I mean, we're looking around at other houses, and there aren't many houses out there that have everything, all the amenities that we have here, and it's kind of crazy. So hey, thank you, Tyler Booker. I appreciate that. Love the. He says, love the Jango Fett. Fett. My mouth not worky. Love the Jango Fett fan series. Has he already been contacted by the cloners in yours yet? No, not yet. We're just getting to the part where he's going to be going to Court of Six. So I'm excited for that. And I know a lot of it has been more drama than action in my series, but the 7 parts I've done, it's roughly 60 pages, so 3 chapters thereabout. So in a book, 3 chapters could be drama. You really want to build up the hype, build it up, and then hit that climax point, and then bring it back down slowly. Work ugly public meeting at ugly public. Hey, thanks, Erm. I appreciate it. Din's parents didn't die. Ooh, that would be interesting if he was just kidnapped by the Death Watch, or Children of the Watch by that point. Sorry, and that part confuses me. I need to straighten out that timeline as whether because they're wearing the Vizsla symbol on their shoulder and all that stuff. Are they Death Watch, or are they split away from the Clan Vizsla into Children of the Watch, or what? But this is during the Clone Wars, so I don't know. It's just all confusing to me. Will Boba play a role in your Jango Fett series, or not really? Yes, Tyler, he will. I'm going to continue the Jango Fett series through Boba Fett's early life and into where we see him in the comics just before A New Hope. Yes, Boba. My whole thing is Boba's, and this is Boba's story. So I have to get through Jango's story to get to Boba. And let's see. Yep, just reading you guys' comments. Sorry, I don't mean to leave lag time here. That light's really shining off my bald head here. It's really annoying. But Darth Vader says good morning. So how's everybody doing today? What kind of topics would you guys like to talk about? Yeah, they are really complicated. My thing is the timeline with the Mandalorian. He was found during the Clone Wars, and during the Clone Wars, Mandalorians removed their helmets, especially Vizslas and Death Watch and all of them. They all removed their helmets and stuff. So for him to be the age he is now and never known not to remove his helmet, that's what's confusing to me. So that means that they had to split away from the rest of Mandalorian society when they found him and never take their helmets off. So then that puts into my mind, what about Rook Kast? How could she be the armorer if they split away during the Clone Wars when we see Rook Kast at the end of the Clone Wars on Mandalore with Maul? Unless she splits away later and then joins them. Hunter said, I don't know what you're saying. Haha, it's because... yeah. Let's see. Boba Fett versus Scorpion. Boba Fett. Sorry. I'm going to choose Boba Fett over anybody. I'll choose him over Godzilla, King Kong, Superman. I'm going to choose Boba Fett because he's my favorite character, and I am highly biased. That's the way it's going to be. Yeah, I feel the same way. The armor is kind of like a cult leader. She's depriving them of meat and protein just to keep them in line with her beliefs and what she thinks. Like she's some kind of weird guru in some kind of cult society. Yeah, that could be as well, Tyler. Thank you. I wish sorry, Helen, I'm butchering it. I wish Din hadn't removed his helmet. I liked guessing what he looked like. It was supposed to be like, who was the masked man? Yeah, it was like the man with no face. That's really what it was about. I didn't mind that he removed his mask in order to get them off of, what was that planet that he and Migs Mayfeld were on? I forget the name of the planet, but I didn't mind that he removed his helmet to get them out of there because it looked like they were going to be caught and killed. So he needed to do that. But taking it off for Grogu also made sense too, because Grogu just wanted to see his face. He hadn't seen it yet. You can make a meme out of me. That's kind of mean. Hey Beth, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Alright, what else we got going on? After season 1 realized shouldn't... That's what people knew who was playing Mando. I knew who was playing Mando. I've seen Pedro Pascal and other things. He was in Game of Thrones and he did a really good job in that. I was disappointed his character got killed so quick, but it was awesome. Morak. Yes, Helen, thank you. Planet Morak. Yeah, that's it. Where Migs Mayfeld and Mando were, and Mando had to take his helmet off to get his facial scan so he could get the coordinates of Moff Gideon. And then, then Mayfeld ruined it all by shooting the officer in the chest. But I love Mayfeld. He is such a cool character. And season 1, when they showed Mayfeld, I hated him. Oh my god, I was just like, I love Bill Burr's comedy, but man, this character is so horrible. Wish Anakin never died, Beth says. Yeah. It was inevitable, though. I mean, he kind of had to die in retribution for what he had done to the galaxy. I mean, Luke Skywalker could have forgiven him, but he's about the only one. The rest of the galaxy is a little more hard-nosed. He either would have spent time in prison or been executed. Alright, DR. We'll get into the 2 sets. It's going to take a while, though. Because it's just how slow I'm writing the stories on it. Now the Remnant Empire know what Djarin looks like. Yeah, that's true. But if you remember, Moff Gideon knew who he was anyway. Moff Gideon knew his name. He was the first one to mention his name. So, yeah. I never understood that part because the computer should have not accepted his face due to him never being an Imperial. And if he had never shown his face, then he shouldn't be on any kind of public records. His helmet should have been on the public records, but not his regular face. Unless when people are born in the Republic, their face is scanned and then they can age them and de-age them through their systems. However, but yeah, I don't know. And Helen says, yeah, Mayfeld has really shown he'll make an awesome protector. Yes, I want him to be a protector of Tatooine so bad, and one of Boba Fett's henchmen. I shaved my head, Beth, yes, and I'm not wearing my hat, so I kind of look like Megamind. And I did trim my beard up a little bit. It was getting a little bushy, and it's starting to warm up here, so I don't need it to be as long as it was. But thank you. Thanks for noticing. DR, that's not the real topic of this channel, Mortal Kombat. I know you loved it, and I liked it too, and my edits, my son, he liked it as well. And speaking of which, I need to text him and remind him that we're doing this today. I don't see him in here. All right, there we go. Now I can put my phone back up there to block the glare, all that. All right. Okay, let's go. All right, so, yeah. So sound and video is all working good, it looks like. So, yay for not having technical difficulties today. Yeah, get edits in here. He liked the movie. He was all excited about it. He loves the games and everything, and rightfully so. It was a good movie. It was a yes. We have no bananas. Screen. Only known criminals and enemies of the Empire. Otherwise, database would have been infinite and clunky. McClunky. I like that, Don. Yeah. Yeah. I think that, I mean, it only makes sense that his facial scan was in there because when he was a child born, they probably put it in. They have technology we don't know about and we don't understand and all that stuff. Nope. I'm not being Mortal Kombat fanatic. Sorry, DR. I like the games. That's about it. Andrew Fett, Mortal Fanatic. No, thanks. Thanks. No, I'm having a good time with the Star Wars stuff. I like that a lot. I do know a lot about the Mortal Kombat stuff, but maybe I'll make a separate channel about that. Nah, this one takes up all my time. No, Darth Vader. Yeah, Darth Vader's redemption is a little different. I know we see him as two different people. We see Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker as two separate people. Two separate beings in the same body. Yep, edits is back. But the rest of the galaxy wouldn't have seen it as that. They would have seen Darth Vader and Anakin as one person and claiming I was ordered to do it and all that stuff. Do I prefer Boba's original origin story or the Attack of the Clones Boba origin? Well, it depends, Captain Martin. Are you talking about him originally going to be Darth Vader's brother? Because that was the original origin story. And, hey, Allison, good to see you. That was the original story. So, I mean, I don't like that he's a clone, but it's something that we can work with. It's something we can go beyond. And it's caused a lot of debate unnecessarily between people saying he can't be a Mandalorian because he's a clone and all this stuff. And that's just stupid. He can be a Mandalorian. Anybody can be a Mandalorian. A Zabrak could be a Mandalorian. A Rodian could be a Mandalorian. Oh, so Allison, I want to tell you, you said you sent me a message on my website. I did not get that message. I've checked all through it, and I've checked my email and everything, so it didn't come through. No, DR, this is not a Mortal Kombat channel. You guys can talk about Mortal Kombat all you want in the chat there, but I'm not going to do it. Boba has so many brothers. He does, thousands and millions. But there's 200,000 ready and a million more well on the way. So, Allison, you can message me on my Facebook if you'd like, or my Instagram as well. Um, they should both be under Star Wars Fanatic. I say should because I don't know. I've got so much social media that it's hard to keep up with how many of them I had to put underscores for or numbers and stuff like that. And I got my TikTok. I'm thinking about getting rid of the Twitter though. The Twitter's not really doing me any good. I've got like 16 followers after 7 years. It's just a waste of time for me. Instagram will probably be the next one to go if the Twitter, or if it doesn't pick up a little bit. After 7 years, I've got 200 followers on that. Okay, you can do that. Or, let me think. There might be another way to message me. But if you are just joining, I did want to tell you guys I did get a P.O. box yesterday set up. So if anybody has a do-rag they want to send, a Star Wars do-rag or anything, I'll wear it. I don't care. Yeah, Twitter is toxic. But I stay away from the negativity and the toxicity and stuff like that. You know who I found is really toxic on social media? And you wouldn't think this, but Mark Hamill. My God, what is with that guy? I mean, he's posting stuff constantly, and it's all political, and it's all crazy, and it's like, oh my God, dude, I didn't pay you as Luke Skywalker to tell me your political views. I paid you as Luke Skywalker to be Luke Skywalker. And I follow you because you seemed like a cool dude, but now you're just seeming crazy. Let's see, Robin says, unless they're Death Watch, they abandon this part of the tradition for more uniformity. They're resistance, after all, at least they claim to be. That's true. That's true. And Beth Turner, you're absolutely right. Star Wars. Captain Martin, did you see my comment? Let me go back a little bit. It was his story from the Legends before Attack of the Clones. Excuse me. Oh, man. It's been so long since I read that. And more that's been written has been about him being a clone, so I can't rightly remember exactly what the details were of that. Sorry. Let's see. Before that, yeah, I know, I vaguely remember, but I can't. I'll have to go back and read up on it, about what his origins were, because I don't think I started. No, I've been reading Boba content since they started writing it in the mid '90s, or even before that. So I've read a lot of stuff, so it's hard for me to keep up with everything that I've read. Yeah, so let's see what anybody else has to say. Yeah, so actually I've got 2 Boba Fett helmets right now, and I'm thinking because I can't get the rangefinder to work on the one, my dog was nice enough to chew it up for me. I'm going to repaint that helmet as a Death Watch or Jodo Cast or even a Jaster Muriel helmet. Alright, everybody's going on about the Mortal Kombat stuff. So it looks like the first Bad Batch episode is going to be 75 minutes long. I would assume that's with credits, so probably about 70 minutes. I plan on doing a review, hopefully that evening, of that episode. I might do a live review of it since it's on a Wednesday, and it makes sense to me to do it live. But if you don't want spoilers for that episode, please don't join the live stream. I'll even put in the title that it's spoiler heavy. Crimson Dawn still exists after Maul. I don't know. That would be interesting. I'm hoping they get into that more in the Kenobi series, let me think of the timeline here. It should be during the Kenobi series. Because Maul was around during the Empire, doing the Crimson Dawn thing through Solo. About 10 years before. Yeah, so they should get into the Crimson Dawn thing during the Kenobi series before Kenobi kills him in Rebels. I'm hoping that happens. Ooh, that'd be interesting to see him on Coruscant. I'd love to go back to Coruscant. Hey, Beth. Yeah, we're talking about Star Wars. um, People go off on their own thing, and I kind of just let it go. I let them talk about whatever they want. They want to talk about Mortal Kombat, that's fine. They want to talk about Star Wars, that's what I'm here for. I'm not going to talk too much about the Mortal Kombat stuff anymore. I've said my piece on it. Yeah, watch the first 4 episodes of Clone Wars Season 7 before Tuesday. Um, Speeder bikes are almost ubiquitous. Yes, they are. Um, I like 'em. I got 2 speeder bikes actually, 2 Black Series speeder bikes, the original version and the white version from the Mandalorian. Um, yeah, and I'm really trying to save up some coin to start collecting the hot tails, hot toys, and sideshow collectible stuff. I really want a Boba Fett and a Darth Vader, and the new Boba Fett getting ready to come out. And also, I'm thinking about doing some unboxings here as well, uh, as kind of bonus material for people, um, of that kind of stuff, Black Series, Hot Toys, Sideshow, stuff like that, once I start getting into it really big. All right, Andrew. All right. I understand that. I understand that. Some people are not big on Disney right now, and they don't want to really watch the cartoons and stuff like that, but or animated, I shouldn't say cartoons. Let's see. Would you want a pair of Mando armor or the Force? Mando armor. I mean, the Force is cool. I mean, how many of us do not sit around and they see a pencil on a table and you reach out your hand and you go, try to get it to come to you? How many people have not done that? I mean, I do it all the time. I'm a grown ass man and I do it, and I look silly, but I don't care. One day I'm going to get a pencil to come to me. Moving crap with my mind. That's my goal. Signed a petition to get Gina Carano back. I'm really hopeful, as they are selling Kara toys again. Are they? Well, I'll show you guys something. Hang on. I'm going to disappear for just a second. Alright, so at my local Kroger, I found these little gems. Last one. This was the last one. And this was also the last one. I'm not a big Hot Wheels collector, but I found them there, and they were only $3.50, and I was like, yep, I'll take them. And I looked up the Cara Dune one on eBay, and it's going for like $150. So, good investment. Not that I'm a huge Gina Carano supporter or against her. Either way, it doesn't matter to me what her political stance is. She was brilliant in The Mandalorian. That's all that mattered. And Allison says, I prefer mind control of humans. Less obvious than pencils. Yeah, I'd love to be able to control people's minds. That'd be great. You know, like, if anybody's ever seen Dinner for Schmucks, where Zach Galifianakis and what's his name, Steve Carell are having the little pew pew off. One's got mind control and one's got brain control. It's hilarious. Thank you, Helen. I appreciate that. Huh, Dawn, I did not know that. See, I've been working so much lately. It's crazy. I'm putting in 50 plus hours a week at work. I'm getting up at 4 a.m. to work on my channel. I still have to go through my channel and do so much work to it to make it even cohesive because I haven't got playlists set up correctly or anything like that, and I need to do that. Hey, Ethan, good of you to join us. Thank you, sir. Boba Fett actually has a get over here rope like Scorpion. All right, I'm going to stop talking about Scorpion and Sub-Zero and all that. Yeah, I'd love to see Gina back as Kara. I mean, I think okay, I'm going to assert my opinion on this whole Gina Carano thing. I try to hold back on this stuff and not get into the personal politics and stuff like that of the inner workings of the shows. I like to stick with the facts of the shows, the lore, and the characters and all that, but with that disclaimer out of the way. I do feel like it was a tragedy what happened to Gina Carano. I think it was horrible. I'm not against Disney by any means, because any company you work for, okay, I can't say every company, but like my company, if I were to do something to besmirch the view of outsiders on my company that I work for, I am in threat of losing my job. I am a contracted employee. I could lose my job if I make them look bad in some way, shape, or form, any way, shape, or form. So that's why I don't post on social media about my job or hating people at my job, because it doesn't belong there. So Gina should have kept that in mind as well. But the party line politics of Disney is leftist. And I'm not saying that's good or bad. I'm not going to say whether I'm a leftist or a rightist. I'm right in the middle. I'm a centrist and a constitutionalist, so I don't care. I love people on both sides of the fence, but I think you should be able to voice your opinion. So I think it's bad that what happened to Gina. And I would say the same thing if it was a liberal fired from a conservative company for speaking their mind. It's horrible because it feels like there's no free speech anymore. But you work for a company, you're contracted. So I can see it both ways. Oh, Beth, you're leaving? I'm sorry. Let's see. Kara should have been one of the major focuses of May the 4th this year. And thank you, Helen. I appreciate that. Allison, I'm going back to sleep. I set an alarm to see you guys. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. And have a good sleep. Yeah, so sorry for that political rant. I really try to stay out of that stuff. I try to stay away from the politics game and all that. Even though I was a political science major in college, I just got so tired of it. It was just annoying. I was a double major, actually. Political science and literature and novel writing, if you guys must know. And my minor was in German. All right, so does anybody collect the comics? Is anybody excited for the Boba Fett comic coming out on May the 5th? I am. I just started collecting comics not too long ago. These newer ones, at least. Oh, Beth's back. Yay! Hey, what's up, DR? Go ahead and ask your question. Interrupting me like that, that's all right. I don't mind. All right, I'll mumble a little bit, too, under my breath. I'll just wait for your question here before I go on another topic about comic books. If it's about Mortal Kombat, I'm not going to answer it. And Captain Martin says, do you like Boba's black undersuit for his new armor or his classic gray undersuit? I love them both. Honestly, I love the black under the newly painted armor. I think it is so slick looking. It matches his older age. It shows a little bit more character, I might say. It gives him a little bit of individuality that he is Boba Fett. And the older one showed his youth and his mobility and all of that stuff. And this one just seems like he's going to be more well-grounded rather than... The other one was a flight suit. The old one was a flight suit. So to me, that symbolizes he was off bounty hunting through space in his flight suit and all that stuff. But with his robe, it's more of a magistrate or not majestic, more grounded on planet base. So to me, that means he's going to be doing more to build a Mandalorian society on a planet rather than going around fighting. So let's see DR's question. Where's the do-rag? As always, interrupting you. I don't have a do-rag. Yeah, Helen, that was awesome. He said he was aiming for the other ship. So it just shows that his stuff wasn't sighted incorrectly by Cobb Vanth. It was a little bit off, but luckily it worked out for him. And Andrew Fett says, loves the black. I do too. And yes, I will do a Boba comic review video. It's weird because that Boba comic is going to happen right after Empire Strikes Back. Oh my God. My lips are not working. Right after the Empire Strikes Back, after he takes Solo from Cloud City, that's where this comic is going to pick up. Well, the Bounty Hunter series, if you guys haven't seen them, let me grab one out of here. Give me just a moment. I should have had this stuff prepared. Then there's this series that came out recently, and it also happens right after The Empire Strikes Back. So I'm wondering to see what it's going to fall into. And Beth will be back again. All right. Keith, good to see you. I think Boba is disconnected from being Mando. He has zero desire. I'm hoping this is a gangster crime story style storyline. Well, I don't think he's disconnected from being a Mando. I think that everything that's happened to him in his life, he distrusts Mandalorians. They betrayed his father. His father became an outcast. They betrayed Jaster Muriel. He got killed. And all these people were mentors to him, or role models, more or less, because he never really met Jaster. But I think he's just distrusting of Mandalorians. He started to show a little bit of trust in Din Djarin. So he might be making a switch. Ooh, a doll of Fennec. Yes, if Hot Toys came out with a Fennec figure, oh my God, that would be awesome. But Keith, to go back to that story, in Legends, Boba Fett became the Mandalore. He became the leader of the Mandalorian people. And if you look at what's happening in the Mandalorian right now, a lot of the legend stuff's coming true. Like Jaster Muriel is true now. Jango Fett is a Mandalorian again, and he was from Concord Dawn, raised by Jaster Muriel. It's all canon now, again. So a lot of the stories are coming back. I don't know if they'll make Boba Fett be the Mandalore. To me, I hope so. I'd like the show to start out as him being like a crime boss and having really little interest in being a Mandalorian until faced with something that's going to force him into that lifestyle. Boba Fett and Jango's story is harsher than Anakin's and Luke's. Yes, it is. Nice Vader paint. Thank you, DR. My daughter bought me that for my birthday one year. It's pretty awesome. It's huge, too. It's almost as big as I am. And the frame, I made the frame that's around it and all that. Let's see, says, assuming the Republic are allies of the Mandos, who, other than the Remnant Empire, is challenging the Mandalorians right now. They're challenging themselves, really. I mean, they're still split factions, and there's still civil warring and all that stuff because of the different factions that are going through it. And Mandalorian culture split, like really bad. Like Mandalore's gone. Concord Dawn's probably uninhabitable as well. I've done some fan series on this as well with the Jodo cast stuff, and I think I included it in the Ordo Scarata fan fictions as well. It's more about rebuilding Mandalore now rather than who's against them. There are people against them. It looks like everybody's really against them. I mean, from episode 1, it looked like those two thugs in the bar were going to try to kill Din for his helmet. Then you got the guy who was going to kill Din at the arena where the Gamorrean guards were fighting. Seems like everybody's against it. I hope there's a Fennec Shan for Hot Toys. Yes, definitely, Helen. The chain code, that's so awesome. Django and Jaster and Concord Dawn and Mentor. It's awesome. And if you look at, I think somebody deciphered the throne that Boba sits in during the teaser for the Book of Boba Fett, that it even has Boba's name in the throne. So, who knows? Boba unites all Mandalorians as one, much stronger. I agree, Andrew. The only thing that bothers me is that they put Din Djarin in the mix of it. I love the character, I love the show, and all that stuff, but now they're making it seem like he's going to be the Mandalore, the one to unite everybody, the one to bring everything together, when he's just a character that popped out of nowhere, and originally it was Boba Fett that did all that stuff. So I'm wondering if they're taking away from Boba's story and giving it to him. I think Boba's days of doing missions are probably close to over, DR. He's moving toward his middle-age years, and he's probably, I'm hoping that he settles down and he has the daughter and wife and everything, and she becomes the Mandalore, and they keep the story going that way. Boba is king. Helen, do not get me wrong. Anything I was saying, Boba is king. He's my favorite character of all time. Okay, oh yeah, okay, Fanatic, I just remember this is real news. Mando is not having a small cameo in Book of Boba Fett. He's having a small role in one of the episodes that affects Mando's story. Okay, that'd be cool. Wow, here's our buddy. Hey, how you doing, Papa Mike? Good to see you, buddy. Um, let's see. Without any enemy superior to the Mandos, that won't happen. True. But Din doesn't seem to want to rule. What exactly is Din's motivation now? All right, so that's a good point, Urim. And I've discussed this a couple times. I think Din Djarin is going to be more like a Jon Snow character. That they're going to want to put him, that the society is going to want him to rule. They're going to want him to rule. They're going to think he's great and all this stuff. Other than, Bo-Katan, the Daenerys character. Daenerys Targaryen. She's not going to want him to rule, but something's going to happen. She's going to wind up dying or something, or falling in line or whatever. But Din Djarin doesn't want it. He's humble enough, like Jon Snow, that he's going to hand it off to somebody else. Hopefully. I mean, that's the way I see it happening. And let's see, Keith. What if Din brings Boba to Mandalore and he fights for the Darksaber? I don't know that Mandalore is going to continue to exist. I feel like Mandalore is going to move forward on Tatooine. Now, this is all my speculation and theory. This isn't fact or anything I've heard. I don't have inside sources. I'm not Mike Zero, and I got inside sources that tell me wrong information constantly, like Doomwiener or whatever his name is. Sorry, I really don't like mentioning other YouTubers in a negative way, but they really get my goat. But like I said, this is all my speculation, my theory, and stuff like that. And I've wrote fan fictions on off and everything, and I'm really enjoying it. So whatever happens, I'm not going to be upset. If they don't make Boba Fett the Mandalore, yeah, I'll be a little disappointed, but I'm not going to be mad enough to say I hate Disney, they suck, and all this stuff. Because I don't care that much. I care about Star Wars, but whatever happens, they're going to make a great story. I'm sure. It's Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. They're awesome. But the Darksaber is going to give and try. I think, honestly, Din Djarin and Bo-Katan are going to fight over the Darksaber. Boba Fett's going to walk up, grab it, snap it in half, and throw it each half at him. Okay, Don. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. On which channel? Sorry, Papa Mike. Oh, that guy. Yeah, he's clickbaity as hell. I'm surprised they haven't suspended his account or anything for his clickbait material. And I had one guy calling me clickbait a couple months ago, back in December when my channel started doing really good. He kept saying that my Boba Fett videos were clickbait, and I was luring people in and all this stuff. I was like, everything my titles and thumbnails say are in my videos throughout the video, not just at the end of it. How is this clickbait? So he reported me to YouTube, and I blocked him from the account. The only person I've ever blocked from my channel. Yeah, it's funny. But yeah, I don't try to clickbait and lure people in. I'll stick with 120 views on a video before I go resorting to clickbait. Yeah, she might, Papa Mike. She might just say, go get bent, whatever. But, I mean, sometimes money talks, too. We don't know what kind of real personal character she has. DR, it'll happen, man. You'll get your 100 views. Don't worry. Yeah, so it's good seeing you guys again. Wednesday, I'm sorry for that. I really got stuck at work until 6 p.m. And by the time I got home, it was 6:30. I had stuff I had to get done, and it just didn't work out the way I wanted. I wanted to do that live stream. So hopefully this Wednesday I can go back to doing live streams. Hello, everybody. Sad news. No Mando helmet for me. Oh, what happened, Mike? I'm sorry to hear that. I know you're looking forward to it. Hey, thank you, Erm. I appreciate it. Book of Boba will do amazing things to both of our channels. I think so. That's a year away, though. Or 6 months, 8 months away. But that's fine. I don't like what Bo-Katan said to Boba. She should respect the Boba Fett. Yeah, even more so. I think as soon as Casca Reeves said, I didn't know sidekicks were allowed to speak, he should have punched her in the mouth instead of just calling her the pot calling the kettle black. He should have just punched her in the mouth, knocked her out right there. For what she said was a little more discrediting to him than what Bo-Katan said. Bo-Katan had been burnt by clones, so when she heard a clone's voice, she just got upset, and she fell in line pretty quickly once she saw him fight like a Mandalorian, and then she's like, okay, this guy's good. So, yeah. Limited quantities of toys. Too bad that I didn't live in U.S., Central, Eastern Europe. What's left region for Hasbro? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that. That is so horrible. I haven't got one of the Mando helmets either. I'm waiting for the new retooled Boba Fett helmet next year. Yeah, should have punched them both. I mean, yeah. I mean, nothing against the women or anything, but they just didn't understand who Boba Fett was. For him being the most famous bounty hunter in the galaxy, they acted like he was just a chump, and he showed them different. Yeah, Casca got a couple good hits in, but I think overall Boba would have melted her face. And honestly, I like both of those characters. I have the Casca Reeves on pre-order, and I have the Bo-Katan figure as well. You want to see Ahsoka meet Boba? That would be interesting because they did have an interaction during the Clone Wars when Boba Fett was trying to kill Mace Windu. Anakin Skywalker was there, and then Ahsoka went and chased down the Slave One with Aurra Sing in it. So, yeah. Ahsoka meeting Boba again after Boba tried to kill Anakin Skywalker. Yeah, that might be something different. Saw a great meme about Casca and Boba. I love their fight though. I just think he could have made a little more short work of it than what he did. He probably was just playing with her. Just say, look, I'm not going to tell you I'm a Mandalorian. I'm just going to show you. And if I let it go on too much longer, I'm going to melt your girl's face. Ten Jedi Flying Slave 1. Sorry, I keep scratching my nose. It's a little itchy. It's allergy season here, and it's driving me a little crazy. Um, yeah, so has everybody been watching my Jango Fett fan fictions? I think pretty much everybody on here has. Um, it's at part 7 right now. I'm getting ready to do part 8 probably Monday or tomorrow. I'm not really sure. But I'm really enjoying doing it. And if you haven't caught up to it, right now it's at the part where they're getting ready to go to Court of Six. And if you know anything about open seasons, the Court of Six is where Jaster meets his end. It's going to be a little different than open seasons, but it's good. Thanks, DR. And thank you, Andrew. I appreciate it. I always like seeing the let's go. And the thumbs up. I love the thumbs. Big old thumbs, too. Big banana thumbs. Yeah, so there's a lot of Star Wars content coming out. It's just spacing itself out so far. It needs to just hurry up and get out so I can talk about it. Got shot with a tank. Yeah. Yeah, did he get shot with a tank, or was it just Tor Vizsla? Well, maybe it was Tor Vizsla shot him with a tank. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, it's going to be a little different than that. I don't know about shooting him with a tank. But I did watch, I watched the season 7 of the Clone Wars where they were doing the Siege of Mandalore and Bo-Katan's beating up Almec, and it looks like his his armor's made of plastic because it's just bending with every punch she gives him. And I'm like, wait a minute. Almec's not wearing Beskar or something? Is he wearing like plastic wrap? Because it was just bending like normal clothing or something. Yeah, Montross was next to him and didn't save him and actually left him there and even said that Jango was killed as well. And then went back and tried to rule the true Mandalorians and lead them. And Boba Fett showed up and said, or Jango showed up, sorry, and said, nope, that not happening. Yes. Shot by a tank. Yeah, so I'm working on part 8 of the series. It might be a little bit longer than my other videos. As you can see, they're getting longer and longer. Eventually, I'm going to have enough for a novel. Maybe I'll just send that in to Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau and say, hey, check this out. Oh, okay. I'll check it out, Papa Mike, as soon as I'm done on here. Yeah, Jedi are bad. I like them and everything. And okay, thanks, Mike. I like the Jedi and the Sith and everything, especially the Sith, really. But I think the Jedi have been falsely characterized as the good guys. I mean, they still steal kids and don't let them go back to their families. Tell them they can't love anything, can't form attachments, can't like people. They're just there to do a duty. Sounds like a stormtrooper to me. Killing kids' parents in front of them. I mean, yeah, and then Sith, they'll take one kid at a time, not hordes of them. Poor Arla doesn't want to be a Ren. She wants to reunite with Jango. Yes, Arla is becoming one of my favorite characters to ride on right now. Between her, Montross, and Tor, I'm really liking writing about her. I want it to be a little more in depth than what it was in the original Legends material. I want Jango to have more of an attachment to her and her to have more of an attachment to Jango. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do for the end. You never know. I may just let her live. But letting her live would mean that I'm messing up the current canon unless I do something creative with her character where she isn't in the current canon but is still alive. Yeah, the Sith are responsible for more genocides than Jedi. Um, I'm not saying either one of them are good. I just think that, I mean, look at Alderaan. That alone probably killed more people than kids that Jedi have stolen. And that was done by a Sith. By two Sith, actually. Palpatine sanctioned it, and Darth Vader went through with the order with Grand Moff Tarkin. Yeah, I think in the original Legends, Arla did survive, Helen. I can't remember exactly. She she had Stockholm syndrome and went back to Death Watch after Jango freed her. But she went back to him because she was she was brainwashed into that so thoroughly and everything. But I think in mine, I'm not going to have her as brainwashed. Um, the original story of her just seemed a little two-dimensional, and I need it to be a little deeper. Jango Fett, DR. Sorry. Jango Fett wins. Mandalorians are going to beat Mortal Kombat characters all the time. Boba's auntie, yes. And I'm hoping they go back to some of these legend stories in the Book of Boba Fett and in the new Bounty Hunter comic or new War of the Bounty Hunters comic. I'd really like to see more depth in the Mandalorian society rather than little snippets here and there. Jango Boba as a bonus character in Mortal Kombat. Papa Mike, are we back to Mortal Kombat? Mace puts thumbs up and a wink. Well, Robin, Darth Vader was there and he didn't stop it. So, I mean, he was involved in the destruction of Alderaan. He was standing there holding onto Leia's shoulders while it happened. Um, and, I mean, Tarkin gave the ultimate order, but Darth Vader was there. So, guilt by association, wrong place, wrong time, whatever. It gets you in trouble with the law in real world, too, if you're just there and you don't do anything. Darth Vader should have wore Beskar. Yeah, maybe, but I mean, Palpatine didn't want him indestructible. Palpatine needed him to be able to be taken down if he got too big for his britches, so to speak. Vader was following orders. Yes, but I mean, so was Heinrich Himmler. Or Heinrich Himmler was also following orders. Does that make him innocent? Probably not. Hey, Borkle, good to see you. Hey, you have a good Saturday too, buddy. Hello, Bobo's armor is racing green. Love it. Yes, I love it too. I love his new armor so much. His new look and everything. When I was younger, I liked his old look, and now that I'm older, I like his newer look. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm growing up and growing old with Boba Fett. DR, you're funny. I mean, he's got the self-destruct right at his fingertips. So, yeah, he could take him out pretty quick. All right, well, guys, it's 12 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and cut out. I have to go to Lowe's, pick up a couple things to fix a bathroom faucet. So I really appreciate every one of you guys. Thank you again. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being so awesome. Thank you for everything you guys do. It's amazing and heartwarming to me. Sorry if I got on a couple little negative tangents today. I'd seen some videos before doing this about that other people were doing, and I was just a little irritated. I don't know why I stick with or why I keep going back to those channels. I shouldn't, because I'm not a negative person, and I don't try to be a negative person. But thank you guys so much. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do that. And click on your notifications to stay up to date on my fan fictions, theories, and reviews, and everything Star Wars related that I do. Also, give this video a thumbs up and share it with some friends. Let's see how many people we can get in the next live stream on Wednesday. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Remember, this is